Hi, this is Susan Prather. I am going to speak a little bit on organic foods and the process by which a food becomes organic, and I hope you enjoy. So, what is organic? Organic is a labeling term that indicates that the food or other agricultural product has been produced and processed using approved methods. These methods integrate cultural, biological, and mechanical practices that foster the cycling of resources, promote ecological balance, and conserve biodiversity. Synthetic fertilizers, sewage sludge, irradiation, and genetic engineering may not be used. So, how do you know if a product is organic? You look at the label, and if it has the USDA organic seal, the product is certified organic and has 95% or more organic content. For multi ingredient products, if the label lists specific organic ingredients, those ingredients have also been certified organic. The USDA organic label is backed by a certification system that verifies farmers or handling facilities located anywhere in the world comply with the USDA organic regulations. Certification entails 5 steps. The first step is to develop an organic systems plan. The organic system plan is the foundation of the organic certification process. Created by the producer or handler seeking certification, it details how an operation will comply with the regulations based on its unique characteristics. While plans differ based on operation types and needs, they'll address all practices of farming or handling systems, such as tilling, grazing, harvesting, storing, and transporting. They also specify approved substances used during the growing or handling process, monitoring practices for organic systems, record keeping systems, and barriers that prevent commingling with non organic products or contact with prohibited substances. Step 2 is to implement the organic systems plan. Have it reviewed by a certifying agent. Organic operations are certified by private, foreign, or state entities that have been accredited by the USDA. These entities are called certifying agents and are located throughout the United States and around the world. Certifying agents are responsible for ensuring that organic products meet all organic standards. Step 3 is to receive inspection. Every operation that applies for organic certification is first inspected on site by a certifying agent. These comprehensive top to bottom inspections differ in scope depending on the farm or facility. For example, for crops, they include inspection of fields, soil conditions, crop health, approaches to management of weeds and other crop pests, water systems, storage areas, and equipment. For livestock, they include inspection of feed production and purchase records, feed rations, animal living conditions, preventive health management practices such as vaccinations, health records, and the number and condition of animals present on the farm. At a handling or processing facility, the inspector evaluates the receiving, processing, and storage areas used for organic ingredients and finished products. Step 4 is to have a certifying agent review the inspection report. The inspector presents the findings to the certifying agent following observation of practices on a farm or facility as they compare to the organic system plan. In addition to the inspection points mentioned above, the inspector also presents an assessment of the risk of contamination from prohibited materials and might even take soil tissue or product samples as needed. The inspector also analyzes potential hazards and critical control points and makes sure procedures to prevent contamination are adequate. From there, all findings are presented to the certifying agent for review. Step 5, you receive a decision from the certifier. If an operation complies with the rules, the certifying agent issues an organic certificate listing products that can be sold as organic from that operation. The organic farm or facility continues to update its plan as it modifies its practices, and an inspection is done at least once a year to maintain certification. So, what lands may be certified as organic? In order to be eligible for certification, a land must have been free of prohibited substances for 3 years. Applicants should document the last date on which prohibited substances were applied to the land. Both conventional and organic production may occur on the same farm. Buffered zones may be required if prohibited substances are used on adjacent parcels or neighboring lands. There are no size requirements. Both small and large farms may be certified as organic. The organic crop production standards require that land must have had no prohibited substances applied to it for at least 3 years before the harvest of an organic crop. Soil fertility and crop nutrients will be managed through tillage and cultivation practices, crop rotation, and cover crops, supplemented with animal and crop waste materials, and allowed synthetic materials. Crop pests, weeds, and diseases will be controlled primarily through the management of practices including physical, mechanical, and biological controls. When these practices are not sufficient, a biological, botanical, or synthetic substance approved for use on the national list may be used. Operations must use organic seeds and other planting stock when available. The use of genetic engineering, ionized radiation, and sewage sludge is prohibited. Livestock and poultry standards apply to animals used for meat, milk, eggs, and other animal products sold, labeled, or represented as organic. Some requirements include animals for slaughter must be raised under organic management from the last third of gestation or no later than the second day of life for poultry. Producers must feed livestock agricultural feed products that are 100% organic, but they may also provide allowed vitamin and mineral supplements. Dairy animals must be managed organically for at least 12 months in order for milk or dairy products to be sold, labeled, or represented as organic. Preventative management practices must be used to keep animals healthy. Producers may not withhold treatment from sick or injured animals. However, animals treated with a prohibited substance may not be sold as organic. Ruminants must be out on pasture for the entire grazing season, but for not less than 120 days. These animals must also receive at least 30% of their feed or dry matter intake from pasture. All organic livestock and poultry are required to have access to the outdoors year-round. Animals may only be temporarily confined due to documented environmental or health considerations. The handling standards require all non-agriculture ingredients, whether synthetic or non-synthetic, must be allowed according to the national list of allowed and prohibited substances. In a multi-ingredient product labeled as organic, all agricultural ingredients must be organically produced unless the ingredient is not commercially available in organic form. Handlers must prevent the commingling of organic and non-organic products and protect organic products from contact with prohibited substances. Products sold, labeled, or represented as organic must have at least 95% certified organic content. Products sold, labeled, or represented as made with organic must have at least 70% certified organic content. The USDA organic seal may not be used in these products, and products containing less than 70% organic content may identify specified ingredients as organic in the ingredient list. Now let's discuss additional organic labeling practices. Produce can be called organic if it is certified to have grown on soil that had no prohibited substances applied for 3 years prior to harvest. Prohibited substances include most synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. In instances when a grower has to use a synthetic substance to achieve a specific purpose, the substance must first be approved according to criteria that examines its effects on human health and the environment. As for organic meat regulations, require that animals that are raised in living conditions accommodating their natural behaviors, like the ability to graze on pasture, fed 100% organic feed and forage, and not administered antibiotics or hormones. When it comes to processed multi-ingredient foods, the USDA organic standards specify additional considerations. Regulations prohibit organically processed food from containing artificial preservatives, colors, or flavors and require that their ingredients are organic, with some minor exceptions. For example, processed organic foods may contain some approved non-agricultural ingredients like enzymes in yogurt, pectin in fruit jams, or baking soda in baked goods. When packaged products indicate that they are made with organic, this means they contain at least 70% organically produced ingredients. The remaining non-organic ingredients are produced without using prohibited practices such as genetic engineering, but can include substances that would not otherwise be allowed in 100% organic products. Made with organic products will not bear the USDA organic seal, but as with all other organic products, must still identify the USDA accredited certifier. You can look for the identity of the certifier on the packaged product for verification that the organic product meets USDA organic standards. When you see the 100% organic label, all ingredients must be certified organic. Any processing aids must be organic. Product labels must state the name of the certifying agent on the information panel. When only organic is listed, all agricultural ingredients must be certified organic except where specified on the national list. Non-organic ingredients allowed per national list may be used up to a combined total of 5% of non-organic content, excluding salt and water. Product labels must state the name of the certifying agent on the information panel. Made with organic products have to have at least 70% of the product be certified organic ingredients, excluding salt and water. Any remaining agricultural products are not required to be organically produced, but must be produced without excluded methods. Non-agricultural products must be specifically allowed on the national list. Product labels must state the name of the certifying agent on the information panel. When it lists specific organic ingredients, multi-ingredient products with less than 70% certified organic content, excluding salt and water, don't need to be certified. The current knowledge of the health effects of toxic substances such as pesticides, herbicides, hormones, and antibiotics, eating 100% organic all of the time is certainly the most healthy option. However, there is a financial burden to doing that. So if finances affect your decision making, then at least eating organic meats and the Dirty Dozen list of fruits and veggies makes the most sense for your health and wellness. Happy eating.